Hi, welcome to my video. These are going to be my thoughts on Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 1, Episode 10, If This Be My Destiny. The episode is rated TV Y7FV, so will this video be. And like all other videos I've done on the show so far, this will have spoilers for the episode itself as well as all the ones before it. Love all these episodes. Let's dive right in. So, yeah, lot to unpack here. There's a lot going on in this. Let me start by saying it was a really solid Season 1 finale. We know we're getting more seasons, so I'm not too worried about them not, like, following up on all this stuff. But I do think, like, this works well as, like, it does resolve the major conflicts, you know, like, by the end, you know, stuff like Peter is no longer going to be, you know, working directly with Norman Osborn, and we now know where the spider came from, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, time travel paradox. Awesome. Let's see, then we have and yeah, that does really make it feel like, okay, this was fated, you know, this had to happen. Let's see, yeah, some really sweet moments early on. The stuff with, you know, Nico covering for Peter first by, you know, first she reassures Pearl, and then she's like, oh, me, I'll do the presentation, you know, and the teacher's like, I didn't realize you were still in my class, you know, and she's talking really slowly in order to buy Peter as much time as at all possible. I love her grabbing her partner's drain, and he's like, hey, yeah, because she's helping Peter, you know. Doesn't really matter if this guy doesn't want to be first, you know. Peter has protagonist privilege, okay? And, you know, then he's like, oh, Pearl, you should be next, you know. It's like, yeah. And the, you know, the diorama with the guy standing there shaking it, and Peter's like, no, please do not shake my diorama, you know. That's, yeah. Never made a diorama myself. I don't think we do that, or maybe just didn't when I was in school here in Denmark, but yeah, pretty sure not supposed to shake them. Not a snow globe. And let's see, yeah, and I appreciate, you know, early on he's like dealing with car thieves, and then, you know, later we see, oh, you know, he's dealt with auto theft a lot, you know. So yeah, I think Mysterion really needs to step up his game if he's gonna be able to match this. And yeah, he, you know, the diorama's broken, but they do get a solid presentation. Love seeing Emma step up, you know. Just because she's really into social media doesn't mean that she doesn't do the work. I don't know if they're gonna do more with her character. It's really just been these, like, two little bits, you know, this one and then the one where she was constantly taking selfies to the point where she didn't even realize Peter was there, you know, for like 30 seconds or something. But yeah, I do think it's great to, you know, send the message to kids. You can be super into social media and still be a responsible, you know, person doing the homework. And she was nailing it. Like, there was no, you know, she was going off like notes on her phone, but she understood what she was saying. You know, it was a very convincing presentation, you know, to the point where they only got an A- despite the diorama being broken. I feel like that's a pretty, yeah, that's high praise, that the teacher gives you that high a mark when something so important of the assignment is yeah. Let's see. Pearl calls him Peter instead of PD, so she is starting to see him more as an equal. Considering that he rescues her in the opening, you know, the intro sequence of every episode, I did think that they were going to be dating by the end of this season, but I don't know, maybe it'll happen, you know, one of the next ones. I think they've done a decent job avoiding like him being kind of creepy about her. Oh,